Let's go to Jack Cafferty. He's joining us for the Cafferty File. Aren't you from Nevada, Jack?
Indeed I am, and a lovely place it is. You be nice to my buddies out there when you go out to moderate that debate. Those are good people. Our veterans deserve the best, right? Well, consider this. About 1.8 million veterans have no health insurance, and that's an increase of 290,000 veterans since 2000, which is the year President Bush took office. And this is all according to some research that was done up there at Harvard Medical School. They found that about 1 of every 8 veterans under the age of 65 has no insurance. This goes against that assumption that all vets get free health care through the Veterans Affairs Department. Apparently they don't, and I thought they did as well. I was surprised at some of this. Turns out most uninsured veterans are in the middle class and thus are ineligible for VA care because of their incomes. They're too high. Others can't afford to make the co-payments, and some just simply lack veterans facilities in their communities. Although veterans fare better than the overall population when it comes to getting health insurance, researchers still point out the findings suggest the need for more funding for the VA. They suggest universal health coverage in the United States as the best solution. And of course, the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan could make this problem even worse. One expert says the number of uninsured vets could rise if the returning troops have trouble getting their old jobs back. So here's our question. What should be done about the rising number of uninsured veterans? Email us, CaffertyFile, CNN.com, or go to CNN.com/CaffertyFile. That, in this humble fellow's opinion, is a national embarrassment that we have any veterans in this country unable to get health care because they don't have the money. That's wrong.
I think you're right, Jack. Thanks very much. Jack Cafferty will be back shortly. Jack.
I'll bet Stephen Colbert gets more votes in South Carolina than Fred Thompson. You want to bet lunch?
Let's see how he does.
The question this hour is what should be done about the rising number of uninsured veterans? And we have bunches of them in this country, which was actually news to me. I didn't realize this. Ken writes from Lawton, Oklahoma. I'm a disabled Vietnam vet who has no VA doctor because my doctor has been out for over 2 months and the VA won't let me see another doctor yet for my heart, lungs, and diabetes. They cut my lung doctor. They said any VA doctor could handle my breathing problems, and they also cut my weekly counseling program for my PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. C, in Freeport, Maine, the answer to help the 1 of 8 veterans who lacks health care is simple. Suspend the health care we pay for all the senators and congressmen for a month. That'll give them a taste of their own lack of medicine, and within 30 days, the veterans will be covered. Mike, pardon me, in South Carolina, you wouldn't wish VA health care on anyone. Many of us go there because we have no choice. My suggestion is put all the veterans on Medicare A and B, no co-pays, pick up AARP Plus or something paid by the government, and let the veterans go to any doctor or hospital they want to. That ought to be done. Scott in Bella Vista, Arkansas. Bush and his chicken hawk buddies are quick to send the troops into their misguided wars, quick to abandon them when they return home. Michael in Washington, I'm a combat veteran of Vietnam, and the VA doesn't provide health care to most of us. The benefits promised on my enlistment, I served from '62 to 1970, are for the most part non-existent or have so many strings attached they wear down our ability to fight back. I have dealt with PTSD ever since returning from the Vietnam War, and trying to get help from the Veterans Administration just makes it worse. And Carl in North Carolina says, here's a good one, Jack. I'm a Vietnam-era vet. I tried to get VA medical, was told my income was too high. I then asked to be covered if I took the copay. I was told they weren't accepting any new candidates. That's about as close to get lost, vet, as you can get. That's pretty sad stuff. Wolf?
Very sad indeed, Jack. Thanks very much.